Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal. Patch 10.17 is set to release in just a handful of days from today, arriving next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday depending on your region. And it looks like the very next update that follows, patch 10.2, is ready to launch into testing not too long after. This week has yielded us new updates thanks to the trusty data mining efforts, which have been able to detect the next major content of Dragonflight just over the horizon. And we may even see early glimpses of the brand new seasonal content over onto the testing realms much sooner than expected. Besides this, new in-game data found within character achievements suggests that the very next expansion that follows Dragonflight is likely to be announced sometime in the near future. And with BlizzCon fast approaching early into November, we will likely be hearing about the next chapter of World of Warcraft in just a short few months, even if none of these findings have been officially confirmed by Blizzard just yet. So in today's video, I wanted to go over the recent findings regarding patch 10.2 and what we know of it so far, as well as what other surprises might be arriving come the month of November. But right before we get into that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do, so let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get more regular content regarding Dragonflight, patch 10.15 or any future updates going forward. Recently, data miners have been able to sniff out a new encrypted secretive vendor build for Dragonflight, one that is marked for the patch 10.2. While encrypted, we can't access or preview this build just yet, but it does mean the Blizzard is ready and waiting to push it out over in the testing realms very soon. Likely, the updated PTR build will launch right after 10.17 officially goes live or sometime afterwards if we are to follow the rhythm of the Dragonflight patch cycles as well as how most recent PTR builds have been handled. Patch 10.2 is a significant patch for Dragonflight, one that is arriving with quite a bit of content and features. This being a major content update, it marks the start of Season 3 endgame content, featuring a new zone and even more story-focused questlines, a brand new raid tier, new open world challenges which could either mean your basic share of world quests, rares, and treasures, though there's always a chance they might announce a solo player challenge, similar to the fabled Mage Tower from the expansion of Legion. We get our new renown track and activities, which likely means we are to encounter a new faction for the patch 10.2. New season for PvP and Mythic Plus dungeons, which means even more PvP specific class changes, as well as a new pool of Mythic dungeons and changes to the dungeon affixes, as well as a bunch of additional features and content yet to be announced. As patch 10.17 releases in just a few days, set to go live on September the 5th for the NA region, 10.2 will likely be landing on the PTR shortly after. And the earlier we see patch 10.2 on the PTR, the better, as the major content feature has quite a few new additions that all require testing. Whether we're talking about new potential class changes, new talent reworks, new tier set bonuses, as well as a whole new set of dungeons, some of which will require scaling, possibly even a new array of dungeon-specific affixes, and of course quite a few raid boss encounters. The earlier we get to see 10.2, the more feedback we can provide to see adjustments made and shaped by the general community. And we may even have a rough window of when 10.2 could be releasing. Over on the 10.17 PTR, we know that a Turbulent Timeways event is coming later in September. Turbulent Timeways was an event initially featured during the patch 10.07 as part of a catch-up bonus to help players prepare for the 10.1. The last Turbulent Timeways event provided players with consecutive time-walking dungeon events, which awarded greater loot from the newest raid tier, this time awarding items from the latest tier of Aberrus, with this Turbulent Time Walking event also providing players with additional experience bonuses. And just like the last Turbulent Timeways event, this one is also helping players catch up and prepare to make sure that all new and returning players are ready for the following major content update of the patch 10.2. The last Turbulent Timeways ended as 10.1 went live, so if we see a similar pattern here, which is all the more likely, this Turbulent event ends when 10.2 officially goes live. Currently, the next Turbulent Timeways event is set to finish in the very late of October, if the PTR calendar is to be believed. And with such a release window, this would set 10.2 at a fairly quick pacing, where plenty of players should be able to really sink their teeth into the newest content, specifically when it comes to the newest raid tier before any of the holidays are upon us. And as the months slowly crawl towards November, we may even have a new expansion announcement on the horizon. Recently, the community has been able to find new in-game achievements within the patch 10.17 PTR client that indicate the players can receive additional tenders for additional in-store purchases. To offer some clarity, the achievement isn't suggesting that you'll be able to purchase Trader's Tender on the store directly, but rather you gain it as a bonus for making specific bundle purchases. To go a little off script here, I'm not a big fan of them adding Tender as part of a bundle combo or relating Tender to the store in any way. I'm a big fan of Tender being something you can earn through in-game, and I think there should definitely be more in-game activities for you to be able to earn additional Tender. You could certainly make an argument for having Tender on the store or against it. I'm personally not a big fan of it, but what this achievement having to do with Tender and in-game purchases tells us is what I really want to focus on. Either way, the achievement suggests that you can earn additional Tender as a reward for base, heroic, or epic editions of something, and that something is very likely the next World of Warcraft expansion. The past few expansions have all sold with a variety of additions, either as a base experience or with additional in-game items and cosmetics. And the month of November also means BlizzCon and BlizzCon announcements. The way the cards are falling, we're likely to get our 11.0 expansion announced, as well as what's to come during patch 10.3 and beyond for Dragonflight. Right now would be a good idea to start paying attention to all of those next expansion leaks that one would usually see over on the forums. Usually, out of about 100 leaks posted, at least one of them gets it right, or at least pretty close. Though in the past we did see some leaks that basically spoiled the entire expansion, but we only realized this well after the fact, usually sometime after the actual expansion is officially released. And if we are to get a new expansion announced in November, what features would you like to see from the next expansion going forward? Are you someone who's looking forward to seeing even more playable classes, or instead add an additional spec for every one of the existing classes in the game? Would you like to see player housing going forward, or other features made global like dragon riding? Or are you waiting for them to add playable Tuskar going forward? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. I want to thank all of you so much for watching this video and hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video or hang out with the rest of the community to discuss some of the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.